Frequency encoding, missing value
Yeah, it was
treatment.
done.
Missing value?
It was done.
Okay. Outlier treatment is not done.
Yes.
So outlier treatments, outlier, I told earlier also that when there's some values that which are having not user means well in the range of that value. So which generally means if there are very few outliers, then we generally drop that values, or we can means calculate the Z score of that value. IQR techniques also there lies that we do the outliers. But in real scenario, we generally drop that. If there are very few, then we drop that rows. But yes, that's important uh, to detect the outlier and to treat the outlier. Then this is the correlation heat map. I believe all of are, if you are from the math and science background, you know the Pearson correlations. So we generally uh, till now we have what I've done till now we have done we have we try to understand the data. We have now tried to understand the relationship also. But this is the something which is very important is the correlation is the analysis. And before going for modeling, we try to establish the correlation between the features, that interfeature correlation also, and in feature to means input to output correlation also. So we generally do this because I am doing with FMCG companies. So we generally, that's are the linear that on data set has the linearity more of that. So we generally do the Pearson correlation, but we can use Spearman's correlation or other any non-linear correlation method. And when the data set is very large, you cannot miss if let's suppose your number of features are 50 30, right? So correlation, if you want to correlate, then in a table form, then there will be 30 to 30 rows. So that would be very difficult to analyze. How we analyze this? So this is the heat method. We generate the heat method, heat maps, so to analyze the data set. So here this in the on the right box, if you can see, I can do one thing. I can this or control C. Yeah. So this is something data set of IKEA. So this is the name of the product something, and then that their category. This is they are sellable online or not. So this the fact this is the category variable like yes and no. Then they are available in other colors or not, like they have values, means if other colors are available, yes, and means might be having zero value if no color is available, one value if it is available in one color, two variable if it is available in two color. Then the designer means if they have produced the designer series, so like that. Then the depth of that product, height of that product, width of that product, volume of that product, price difference in that means is the price with the previous let's say previous year, with the price difference in amount, and then something a price. Like so, here um, this heat map is generated. So if you say that in the second column, this 0.16, what is 0.16? This 0.16, this is the relationship Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation, you might know, if you know don't know, generate the values between -1 to 1. Oh, sorry, -1 to +1, right? So if it is having negative correlation, what does it mean, negative correlation? Negative correlation is means that if the let's take the sales and inflation rate. So what will be the relationship between the sales and inflation rate? If inflation rate is increasing, then sales is decreasing. So this is the negative correlation. So if it is -1, so it is highly negative correlated. If it is +1, then it is highly positive correlated. If it is 0, then it has no impact. So like that. So this color has meaning in this. So if it is dark purple, then it is a negative correlated. If it is orange, light orange, then it has highly positive, right? So it means from dark to light, they are just increasing -1 to 1, right? So means color coding, whatever it is, means sometimes we use red and blue color coding. So that does not impact. But from the just to see this graph, we can say that whichever is the light, let's see, these are the lights. So but this is the diagonal element, so every element is correlated to each other, so that's why that is having the one value, right? And this is the 0.82, 0.82. Let's this is the width. So width to volume, if width is increasing, then volume is also increasing. This means that if height is increasing, then volume is not more increasing, because if width is increasing, because generally the product, how product is packed, if width is high, then volume will be more, right? If width is more, then volume will be more. But height, because it's generally folded, means not uh, that, so it has doesn't have so much impact on the volume, right? So if you see in the price, so price on the price, width has more impact on the price. If width is more, then the product's price is more. So it is correlated, zero point 0.6 correlation. And if you see designer, it has negative impact, something like that. I don't know the what is that, but I believe you understand what does it mean, right? So in this way we can analyze this data set. It's I am seeing negative value. Height, like this height and depth are also negative correlated, but this is -0 0.8 value, so that does not much of effect. So this is one of the most important EDA step. So which are highly correlated generally, for the prediction, or for the we take only the highly correlated, whether it is negative impact, means negative correlated, or whether it is positive correlated. But we take only those features, select those features which have higher impact on the output variable. So this is all about the ED analysis. I believe uh, uh, I believe you understood, all of you. So if any of you have any questions.
Uh, Participants, please questions if you have any. So, Dr. Shweta, I assume there are no questions. I am extremely thankful to you for delivering a wonderful session and very informative session on R programming and ED analysis. And on behalf of all participants, I thank you for sparing your valuable time for the session. I hope it is clear to participant, and participants must have learned a lot from your discussion. So I thank the resource persons and all participants for sparing their valuable time for this FDP. Once again, I thank all and I close the session. So thank you very
Thanks,
much to
ma'am. Thanks,
and the
ma'am. Thanks for
uh,
giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
and the participants. The next week is online. Tomorrow we'll have a online session and we'll have a quiz also. And the next week, Monday onwards, will be offline. So see you tomorrow in the session at the same time. Thank you and good night to all.
Thank you.